Hi everyone, my name is Rhonda Robson and thank you so much for joining me on my fluid art channel, Rhonda's Tri-RRR-tistry. I am a fluid artist right here smack dab in the middle of the United States in Sioux City, Iowa. And today's video is a culminary of a lot of different techniques. It starts out as a fluid art Dutch pour, utilizing colors that I wanted to kind of make a stormy sunrise type of an ocean scene. And the first version was beautiful. There was some really cool stuff to it when you're close up. But when you are far away, the canvas, it looked just busy and I didn't want it that way. So I wanted to redo it again. So I tried to blow dry it, which that's what we do when we do a Dutch pour. And when I did that, it turned out to be a muddy mess. And so in the middle of that particular pour, I decided to take a large sheet of plastic and just swipe it. Once I swiped it, it looked really cool. And so I let it dry. But then as I noticed, as it was drying with all the different paints that were on there, and after the first Dutch pour, I did let it dry overnight and for a couple days, and then I redid the Dutch pour. So those two were fine. But then as I added more paint after my second Dutch pour, trying to get things kind of figured out, it just ended up having way too much paint. So fast forward to the next day, it was still really wet in a lot of areas and I could tell it was going to start to crack. So I took a small piece of plastic, which I didn't videotape myself on with this, but I will show you and demonstrate how I did it after the fact. But I took that small piece and I ran it over top of the wet area, and it kind of made it was almost like a smooth and then bubble, 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 or jump, jump, jump kind of a thing. It was like da, 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 as I moved it across the dry area. So from the wet area it was kind of smooth, and then it went da, 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 like that over the dry area, and it created some really, really cool effects. So let me get you right to the canvas. Let me show it to you, and then I'll explain a little bit more. So this is it right here. And it is a 3-foot by 4-foot canvas, and I will show you pictures of it close up. But I put this on Facebook asking people if I should do anything, add anything to it. I felt like the horizon of the ocean was just slightly a little bit not defined, and the sandy beach wasn't defined a little bit. And I got so many people telling me don't do anything, or maybe make a bird or two, or maybe a small sailboat in the distance. What I've decided to do is I'm going to keep it as is. I'm going to touch up the sides a little bit to make it a little bit more professional looking, but I am done. And the cool thing is with this one is you can turn it this way, and it's almost like a dusk or very, very early dawn sunrise with the pink as kind of like the sand. So whoever ends up buying this piece, they will be able to turn it however way they want to turn it. And it's got texture and depth to it by allowing the painting to mostly dry and take that piece of plastic and swipe over it. This is a technique I'm probably going to use a lot more often because I got a ton of people saying how cool it looked. Okay, thanks for joining me again today. And if you're new, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell, and let me know down below what you thought of the painting, what you thought of the process, and any ideas that you have on doing something similar to this. All right, bye for now. Okay, we're gonna redo this Dutch pour here. Hopefully it turns out better. This is actually pretty cool, but yeah, so we're gonna redo it. Okay, so how I got these marks is I did not use a paintbrush. And there'll be some other things that I'm gonna do to this piece. But for right now, I just kind of wanted to show you how I kind of created what looks like from a distance waves. So this was a swipe, and it was a multi-layered, so it had dark and then lighter blue, and then on up to pink. And I was gonna do it a certain way, and I ended up swiping it. So I changed everything up. But how I have gotten these little streaky things, and so this is the second round. So I let this dry for 3 or 4 hours. And then similar to like a balloon smash, I took this piece of plastic, and I can clean it. I haven't cleaned it since I did this. But I just went over the top, and it was like a jerky motion because some places were white or wet and some places were dry. And so I just took it clear across, and then I would take it this way clear across, and so on and so forth. And then that actually got some of the lighter blue into the darker blue area, and some of the white into the darker blue area, as well as some of the pink. So that's how I did this, and it was really cool. So it's very similar to the balloon smash, where you want to let your paint dry for a while prior to doing this. And so then it adds texture. This is all dry right now, but this adds texture as well as depth to it too as well. So kind of what I'm looking at is like over here, there must be a sun someplace coming through to see this white, this white, this white here, and a little bit of that kind of reflects. So anyway, all right, well, that's what I wanted to show you today. All right, bye for now.
Thanks for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that way you can get notified when I have a new video up. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.